Welcome everybody. In this video, I just wanted to share with you a game that I played while trying to record for the main channel. I was just, doing my thing, trying to record the Jobava London speedrun. Until I played the game that had one of the most unexpected finishes ever. And I'm not exaggerating, okay? Maybe it was like a chess.com bug. Maybe some hackers are coming after me. They're trying to close down my account. I don't know. Maybe some DDoS attack. I cannot tell you what it is. You just have to watch, and we're gonna be laughing together at the end. Right, everybody. The white game facing an 1800 rated opponent from Colombia. We got a little Pablo Escobar country here. Okay, gonna be going for bishop to f4. Starting position, Jabava London. Okay, he plays bishop to f5. So we're gonna go f3. When bishop onto f5, we're gonna be going for the pawn storm. So whenever white, I don't know why I'm saying it twisted, but whenever I meant to say black plays bishop f5, we go f3, and yeah, he defends against my threat of trapping his bishop with h6. Now, I'd like to keep the option of later on pushing g5 in the future, so there's no need to go all the way in with a pawn. So I'm just gonna do e3 and okay, bishop to d6. We got a very interesting position on the board already. So yeah, okay. Generally, my rule of thumb is that whenever we're dealing with this situation, you want to be able to take back on f4 with the knight. So, okay, you can try to connect the dots and think about the right move for white. Now, ideally, we'd love to go knight h3 because, well, knight e2 not really much of an option blocking the bishop. But also the problem with knight h3 is that because he's delaying this knight f6 move, notice that knight h3 is actually a very common blunder that I see this a lot in low rated games, especially below like 1500. The funnier part is that white blunders and then black doesn't see it. That kind of bugs me out. But yeah, don't want to do knight h3 and we'll have to adapt in this position. And okay, either 92 is fine, but even bishop to d3. Okay, I'll just do 92 just to avoid the double pawns and keep it simple. So yeah, this is a bit of an exceptional case because it's very rare that black delays developing this knight. And okay, he plays f6. All right. Okay, I mean, I guess that's meant to push for e5, but we can simply continue with queen d2 and then long castle. On e5, yeah, we don't have to take. I think taking helps him, giving knight square. So just bishop back and plan to castle next. Yeah, okay. Getting castled. Maybe the bishop could develop via h3. So you don't need to worry about that little guy for now. And okay, so he goes 97. All right, I'm gonna finish developing all my pieces. Bishop h3, just really the only logical square that we had. And maybe we look for g5 break, especially on short castle. So yeah, he does the right thing right here. Queen c7 preparing long castle. Okay, now many options. So because we finished developing our pieces, now it is time to actually do something. So a move like e4 comes to mind, or g4. We're basically looking for a pawn break. Then if these moves are not really that appealing, we could maybe consider f4. And ultimately, if none of that is really that good, maybe we should quit Jobava London. Okay, I'm just kidding. No, other than that, maybe we can consider slow play like king b1, knight c1, knight b3. Just maneuvering this knight a little bit. Okay, wish I had more time on the clock to think about all of these. Let's just try to do a bit of calculation. E4, DE. Can I take with a knight and make the argument that we're winning bishop pair? Yeah, it's possible, but not very clear to me. How about G5? G5, HG, HG, long castle by my opponent. Well, in that position at least, my bishop is kind of active. Maybe it's more annoying G5, HG, HG, and if he plays knight F5, then we can maybe, no, then we take it and we win. Okay, so G5, HG, HG, he has to castle long. We could maybe do GF, GF. I mean, that's a way of playing. Maybe bishop e6, try to plant the bishop in his camp. But then there's always this ED4 move that we kind of need to watch out for. Yeah, not very clear. Okay, how about F4? Just trying to go for F5. Yeah, honestly, from all we looked at, F4, just trying to play a bit prophylactic. So I tried direct, but then I switched towards prophylaxis. So this is annoying, basically. Because bishop d6, he always has dc3 at least. If I take his queen, he takes mine. So f4, just kind of playing against that, and, well, maybe also playing f5 on a good day. So yeah, okay, he blocked the position. Now, I feel like we should be tiny bit better in this locked up position, simply because we have the possibility of breaking whenever we want. So f5 would be nice to give this knight a square, but f5 there is bishop g3 as an issue. So we might have to develop the to defend that bishop first. Also, is he threatening to push f5 himself? Could be. Not sure there's much we can actually do about it, but I'm just gonna do simple moves. So rook dg1, defending this, preparing f5, and in case of f5, maybe, after potentially opening up the file, this rook will anyways be useful. So, okay, he goes bishop back. Now, I can do f5. I can also do g5 now that he doesn't have access to f5 square. Probably best he can do is takes, and then f5. But then we have a nice trick. So g5, he probably ignores and castles. How's that position? Takes. Maybe f5. Bishop g3, rook g3. Yeah, I think it should be slightly better. Okay, so I'm going to start g5. Could also do f5 right away. And then takes, knight f4 followed by g5. Yeah, couldn't decide which one is better, so I just did it this way. So I'm going to take with the rook, just because I want to have the juicy f4 square for the knight. And yeah, activating right now. The rook is a bit loose, but I don't think he can exploit that. Okay, knight to b6. Always he does something like that. You try to see what he wants. He wants knight to c4, so... Okay, I mean, I don't have anything quickly there, so I might as well just stop it. So, saying, no sir, you're not gonna get any knight c4. Hold your horses, Pablito. Alright, he goes g5. Okay, so he is actually hinting towards this, but pause the video because white is actually having a great move. Not great as in winning, but we have a little en passant, which I'm not sure if my opponent actually spotted or not, or he just thought that he pulled up the Uno Cardonas or something. I don't know. Okay, so he takes with the knight. Now I have a discovery. Also, I can just move here, defend the knight, but then he has knight h4, which is kind of annoying. Then I have g5 check, f5, g6. Ooh. Okay. I have another plan. So h5 takes, and then potentially rerouting this knight to e3. Ah, but then we lose control over f4. That's too slow. I don't like that plan anymore. I changed my mind. Uh, well, I mean, isn't that just a free pawn? To be honest, that kind of looks like a free pawn. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Has to play king b8, then gf, knight f4, pawn takes. Not super sure I want to enter that still, but I feel like g5 has to be played regardless. Okay, king to b8. So there is also opportunity to exchange and then just play like knight e2, or just do knight e2 right away. Let him trade everything, take on g5, but then my bishop is pinned, so can hardly make progress that way. So I wanted to do this initially. Might have to stick with it to get some kind of imbalance. And okay, yeah, he takes that. I don't think that was a good decision because the knight is kind of stuck right now. I mean, sure, he has knight f3, but yeah. Okay, can I support my pawn in time? Also, there is tempting move to just play rook g7 and create this annoying pin. So I think I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna ignore his knight for now. He goes in. I think I'm gonna go queen onto the open file. Just support the rook. Maybe already he has to watch out for some sneaky 96. Yeah, I said it. I said it. He didn't listen. 96 using the pin. So we are collecting the exchange. The game is not over though. He has queen d6, strong move, and then it's not gonna be so easy to defend the f6 pawn. But oh, he went for this, sacrificing the queen instead. I don't think that was a good decision because now I don't have to take, but I can actually play queen g3 and I'm saving the rook. So yeah. I don't know what that was meant to do, but yeah. Okay, knight to g5. Targeting the rook. I have this move. Setting up a little trap, saying, come on, opponent, take my pawn. And then, yeah, that's probably going to be the final exercise for this video in case he does it. Because we can force resignation. Have you seen how to win already? Rook f6. Nice move. Exploiting the back ranker. Queen g5. Win another piece. So he goes knight c8 instead, but yeah, maybe f7. Keep that. I mean, he can take, but I had the feeling we should be able to infiltrate somehow. Wait, don't we have some forced win or? Yeah, okay. That might have been a mistake on mine, but I also have to speed up because there's no time. Time's the issue. Ah, shit. He went there. Okay, rook e5. Please don't tell me we're gonna mess this one up. 6 seconds left. Okay, taking with the pawn. Yeah. Honestly, this was a fairly interesting game. Like the whole middle game decision, pushing f4, I think was the critical call there. Then, okay, I mean, I could have probably played a bit more precise, but once we did that, yeah, the rest was actually quite nice to play. Okay, this guy is like really tryharding to to stay in the game and flag me. Can't really blame him. Okay. I expect him to check me from time to time, but he may also just start targeting my queen with like rook e8. Okay, takes, rook b8. Oh no, my queen! Come on, please. Yes, take my queen. Yes! No way he took the queen. No way he just made it himself. No way, that must be a paid actor. Damn, that caught me a little bit off guard.